All right. Welcome to the sideboard. My name's Eric, and today we've got another episode of Dev's Deck, and this is Tribal Construct Tribal. And if you do like today's show, give the show a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's get right into the deck here. Now, I know most of you just watched the deck tech, so I am going to just go over it really quick. And we did go ahead and change the lands out. We are going to be running Guru lands with this one. So we do have nice lands. And then mainly the deck is a red-black deck, but constructs is the general concept here. However, there's not a lot of construct synergy. It's more artifact synergy, and the deck plays artifacts really well. The major portion of the construct synergy here is with the Metallic Mimic. And when you call constructs in this particular deck, you actually get a lot of really good interactions with Bomat Courier being able to swing in for 2. And there's even nice curves where you can play like Metallic Mimic into Foundry Chief Inspector, and then follow that up with a hasty Bomat Courier that's a 2/2 that you paid for, cast for free. So there's just a lot of really sweet interactions. Not to mention, if you can play a Metallic Mimic on turn 2 and they don't have a way to remove that Metallic Mimic in response to your Walking Ballista, you can play a turn 2 Walking Ballista for free. Let me move that over so you guys can see it around the layout. But yeah, Walking Ballista, just call constructs on your Metallic Mimic, play Walking Ballista for free, it'll enter the battlefield, you get a free 1/1 counter on it, and you've got a really good turn 2 start. If you do wait around till turn 3, then you can instantly get 2 plus 1/1 counters on it, and sometimes it might actually be the better play. Scrapheap, welcome to the channel. I decided I would go ahead and get this out for you guys. Now, the Scrapheap Scrounger does play really well in this, and if you thought Scrapheap Scrounger was a headache before, wait till he's swinging as a 4/3 or even larger, and they really, at that point, they have to get in front of it, and it just drives them crazy. But with the Chief of the Foundry and Metallic Mimic, your constructs can get really large, and we should be able to do a lot of damage here. Now, I know a lot of people wanted to put Pia's Revolution in the deck, and I did want to say this in my video, that if you do put Pia's Revolution in the deck, it means that you're more than likely going to be trying to do some type of rotation with your Metallic Mimic Walking Ballista. And if you are trying to do that sort of rotation thing, you're not actually going to want Chief of the Foundry in the deck. So that's probably going to be your first cut. Just cut Chief of the Foundry, put your Pia's Revolution in this location, because if you have a Chief down and you remove all the counters from your Walking Ballista, it doesn't die, and you don't get the option to force them into your Pia's Revolution. But other than that, we've got some high-end removal here in Chandra, which is also some other really good value. 3 copies of Unlicensed Disintegration, 3 copies of Fatal Push, and 3 copies of Abrade. We should be able to answer almost anything the meta throws at us with that. And then the sideboard packed full of other goodies for us here. A couple extra artifacts here in the Aether Sphere Harvesters and the Noxious Gearhulk. Not to mention, well, I guess to mention, Noxious Gearhulk can bring back any of your artifacts if you have a Scrap Trawler on the battlefield. So really good interaction right there. Sometimes it might actually be beneficial for us to bring in the big artifact just so that we can trigger this, or at least have the hopes to. And then we have answers for like Hazard, the Scarab God, things like that. When Vraska's Contempt, maybe we need to go a little wide. Maybe artifacts are there and we need to get that extra artifact. Oh man, you guys can't see that. Hold on a minute. The going wide with Pia Nalar is great. The extra artifact removal here in Abrade when you have Oketra's Monument decks, and what's the other big one? It's slipping my mind right now. It's the really big one, God Pharaoh's Gift. Yeah, the #1 artifact deck. And then again, you have other vehicle decks that this will be really good removal for. A couple of copies of Chandra's Defeat. I mean, we do need answers for a Glorybringer. And this even kills Whirler Virtuosos. A lot of people forget about that, but right now there's a lot of Whirler decks going around, and this is just an extra easy kill spell for Whirler, Maverick Thopterist, those type of creatures. And then we do have 4 copies of Duress here, so let's get into the gameplay. right. Well, we got an opponent. We'll hopefully be started here in just a moment. We won the dice roll, so hopefully we'll have a nice hand here. Oh, wow. Yeah. I like it. We're only one land away from just going ham. Let's go ahead and keep this. We'll start out with our... I'm going to play the Swamp, and if turn 2 this comes in tapped, we'll just play the other Bomat and roll with that. Oh, those are pretty. I did pick up really nice lands for us, so I've got enough Gurus and Unhinged now that we should always be able to play with you know, pretty lands. So let's go ahead and get in with that Bomat Courier. And we'll just swing and pass the turn here. Metallic Mimic would be really nice. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and play this. We did get our third land. I don't know exactly what we're up against, but we'll just play the Bomat Courier, swing, put some other creatures here. I think I'm going to be willing to just dump my hand here very, very soon. That looks really good. So we'll go ahead and attack. The Bomats are doing work right now. Very nice start. And since I can't really do a whole lot else this turn, I am going to go ahead and play one of the walking ballistas. Our opponent's got a really slow start here. So we'll just get down this walking ballista for 1, and then we'll pass the turn. He's going to sack his Evolving Wilds, go get a land. And we pass the turn. We've got a really, really good start here, and we didn't even have the Metallic Mimic. Now, Metallic Mimic on 2 would have been just absolutely broken. Hidden Stockpile. So this might be Esper Marionette Master. This is probably 100% Esper Marionette Master. Maybe just be Esper tokens. But we will have to worry about the Marionette Master. So I think we break his heart when we play this. Oh, a braid is nice, but it's not what we're worried about. So we'll just go ahead and get in. We could just shoot it. We'll just shoot it. Make sure we get the damage in. That is so good. I mean, granted, if he's got removal for the Chief, we now lose Walking Ballista. Is that enough reason to... Nah. We'll just wait. I know he's got Fatal Push. We've got to worry about the Fatal Push. But right now, it's like, what does he want to Fatal Push? We really just want to get this Scrap Trawler down. Untapped land would be awful nice off the top. Oh wow, we've got a bunch of people showed up to the chat here. Eric, welcome to the chat. Andrew, welcome to the chat. Ooh, Scrap. I'm okay with actually discarding that if we had to. He tapped out for Implement and to draw cards. Wow, okay. So we're just going to play out here. I am slightly worried about a Fumigate next turn. It would be bad, but I mean, if I untap next turn, I am just drawing a handful of cards here. We're just going to do that. Scrapheap, you're an Eric as well. Wow. Okay. I did not know that. Okay, so this deck is... You see the implements? That pretty much guaranteed that we were playing against... Here, I'll pull it up. We'll go to collection. I got all these decks in free form. Where's it at? Where's it at? Marionette Master. Is it the Marionette deck? Come on. Yeah. So Renegade Map, Hidden Stockpile, Implement. That's what I put him on when I seen the Implement. Well, I had him on it a little bit before that, but I really think it's Implement now that I've seen that. So let's get back into it so we can sideboard properly. If I can get back over there. Alright, so Marionette Master means that we really need to be able to kill Marionette. So Fatal Push is not that great. Vraska's Contempt at instant speed seems good. All of these are great. You just need to be able to do 3 damage. So, I mean, this is really good right here. Maybe we don't actually have to do anything else. Wouldn't mind a little bit more on the flying side, but Scrapheap Scrounger is going to be really good. Now, it could be the 4-color Marionette, but we've seen a lot of white. What would I remove? If I put Pia's Revolution in, I would remove the Chief of the Foundry, because you can't, with Chief of the Foundry, you can't actually cycle through your walking ballistas, so that's what I would put in, would be Pia's Revolution over Chief of the Foundry, and then pretty much just run the deck back. Well, I'm going to run it back like this. We have enough things to destroy. Maybe we want... I'm going to take out 1 Chief for a Noxious Gearhulk. Maybe we take out a Scrapheap Scrounger. Nah, I like taking out 1 Chief here. I wouldn't mind having a Noxious Gearhulk for some of the other creatures. A lot of these decks, I've seen people throw 1 or 2 ofs in the decks, and they'll be, you know, those huge improvised creatures or something like that. So I do want to be wary of that. I can't just, you know, say, hey, he's on this exact list, but now I like Scrapheap said there, Dev builds these decks, not me. And oh wow, gentlemen, wow, no color, but we'll mulligan this, even though that was an amazing. This is horrible. We have plenty of land, but are we just going to draw into land? I think we got to mulligan this as well. It just gets worse. We will leave that on top. Yay. Okay, opponent. Let's see what you got here. Let's just throw this down and we'll pass the turn. Hidden Stockpile for the opponent. He got his good hand. Come on, give me something good. Walking Ballista off the top would be nice. Bomat Courier is not bad. And we'll call Construct on the Metallic Mimic and pass the turn. Next turn, maybe we'll get to play our Bomat Courier and kind of go from there. Oh, okay, so he just Fatal Pushes that. Okay, do we kill this on our turn? I think so. Might be a little risky since we have no black source, but let's just go ahead and get rid of it. And maybe we'll put him off of having the ability to revolt this turn. And we might get another attack in with our Bomat or two. And that was the real goal there. There's a black source. Okay. Come on, deck. Come on, little Bomat. You can get me out of this. I would tend to associate, you know, implements and puzzle knots. I would definitely associate puzzle knots with Metalwork Colossus. Just not necessarily the implement. Now, in most situations, maybe the implement... Oh, he's going to kill my Bomat. Well, we lose those two cards. But we're going to be done with this Tezzeret right now. I messed up. So I should have killed at the beginning of his end step. So he missed his hidden stockpile trigger. Horrible, horrible on my part. Oh, it's working. The deck, I don't know if the deck's working yet, but we won game 1. The Wall, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I definitely should have killed that Tezzeret at the beginning of his end step after he had already missed the hidden stockpile trigger there. Especially since he chose to not make an Ethereum token. I think that's probably correct, that's what he's, oh, wow, okay. And now he gets to sack the Ethereum token to scry. Unless he really needs to land. I guess there might have been an argument to just not fighting over that Tezzeret and letting him have it. And just discarding and drawing those two cards. We'll never know what they were. So he did use the Ethereum. He did it right. Aye, more land. I mean, we did mulligan. And this is definitely being brutal for us, but we're not dead yet. I guess we'll give it a couple more turns. Although getting through at this point will be difficult. Thank you for noticing. I definitely made sure that we're going to have pretty lands to look at. Probably going to start collecting lands, especially since I rent cards. I think lands will be the important thing, especially for our stream. Where I'll try to always have us, you know, matching sets or, you know, some really cool lands to look at. Right? Like a walking Ballista right now would be really, really good. It still wouldn't be good enough, would it? It would come in as a 3. I guess it would be pretty decent. Come on, come on, come on. He's got all the mana in the world. And enough to activate Revolt over and over and over again. Maybe we should play this deck. I haven't played this deck on stream yet. I want to play the 4-color version because it seems like it's more jank. Crewfix, that's your Ooh, we did it, fellas. We did it. Let's see if we can resolve it. Is there any reason to play around the Supreme Wheel? I don't think so. I guess not. We could have played it for 2 and put a +1/+1 counter on it. Right? You want to play the more jank? So someone actually, you know, got me to thinking today, and we are going to be, one of the viewers, one of you guys, in the comments, they made a comment, and they were talking about jank, and I got to looking it up, and pretty much no one on YouTube uses the word jank. So we're gonna at least once a week, I am going to find a good jank deck. Ay. I don't even know what we do with this walking Ballista. I mean, I'm sure he just negative. I can't let him ultimate. I cannot let him ultimate. It's just, we can't do it. If he ultimates, we're dead. Anyway, once a week we're going to be doing the Let's Play MTG. I'm going to change that to Let's Play Jank. And we're going to play some real crazy decks, like Happy Christmas Land kind of stuff. And the goal will be just to see if we can get it to go off. Eternal Scourge Lost Legacy. It was super jank and somehow won F&M. Hey, those are like the best kinds of jank. Okay, he's just going to make an Ethereum token, which means we really need to be finding an answer to Marionette Master really quick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's a land too. Wow. Alright, yeah, if he doesn't have Marionette Master, because that math ain't hard to do. I think any deck that runs Lost Legacy main board is jank. And I'm not opposed to it. Especially if you're really good at calling the meta, or calling the decks that you think you're playing against. Lost Legacy's not that bad. So, I mean, you need to be somebody that can, like, call the deck within the first couple turns. But I kind of fancy myself with that. He didn't just slam that earlier? Wow, slow rolling. Alright, we'll move on into game 3 here. I still like the way that we... yeah, I like the way we're sideboarded here. We're on the play, so we'll definitely be able to get back at him really quick here. Maybe Aethersphere Harvester, just to give us some way to get in. Maybe even Pia is good. Like, Aethersphere Harvester and Pia seem like they're like a little combo together. Chief gets us over the opponent, though. No, Dev actually made his makeshift munitions deck like the week or two before I started doing Dev's decks. So, well, if you guys have some really good jank decks, DJ, put those on our Reddit. If you go to Reddit, we have a subreddit, just Sideboard MTG. You guys can post videos, you can post links, post whatever you want there. I mean, if it's bad, of course I'll remove it, but you know, as long as it's about Magic and you know you're not harassing anyone or belittling anyone, post it. And that's exactly what it's for, about Magic. If you want to, you know, spread, you know, you got your own Magic channel and you want to spread that, hey, advertise right there. I'm going to be posting every video that we make, or every live stream. Everything is going to be on our Sideboard MTG Reddit. And if you want to, go ahead and subscribe there. We'll have discussions, a lot of things we can do. We were originally going to be using Facebook, but with Reddit's ability to like upvote and things like that, man, this is a good hand. Chief of the Foundry makes this a 5/5. Wow, yeah, I like it. All right, so we're gonna keep this hand. It's not like stupid fast, but it's definitely good. We'll just come out with our... Do we want to come out with like the weak start and let him think that we're just top decking lands? Good evening, Tyler. But again, the YouTube, I'm sorry, not YouTube, but the Reddit is going to be where you, if you want to post any community decks or anything, I'm going to be using Reddit because using Reddit allows us to do upvotes and things like that, so the other members of the community can, you know, upvote your deck. Facebook doesn't really support that, so your black-green aggro, that is yours on Reddit, right, Crewfix? Okay. It almost counts as jank. It's pretty close to just being really good. It's got all the great green-black cards in it, but yeah, it's probably jank. I'd say jank's anything below tier 2. One of those things you just kind of put together and try to, you know, sneak by on everybody. One of those sneaky decks. Alright, he finally just passed priority. Stopping us in our upkeep. That is so cruel if you don't have to. Oh, yeah. This deck's awfully blue. Like, he's island almost every turn. And like, I didn't realize that deck was that blue. Or island every turn 1. You know, they made some really pretty art with the new full arts. They did them well. I can't wait to get the full arts from Unstable. That's going to be nice. I hope they allow us to have those online. I mean, I'm sure they will, right? Did you guys see them at the World Cup? All the top 8 at the World Cup were giving, like when they deck checked everyone's decks, the top 8 were given the full art lands from Unstable, and after they all played one game with them, and then not Yuya, but Shota actually took his out and put his Guru lands back in. Okay, so if here, this will help. I think he's online. He's there. Just click that. Gotta love our friendly neighborhood Nightbot. Just don't type deck. I haven't updated the deck in it. So one of my favorite things about building... Okay, so he's only got one. We're going to play the Foundry Chief. I know that playing this would allow us to get out cheaper, but I want to swing for 5 here. Come on. Come on. What is going on here, Magic? Let me crew. Oh, it's only a 2/3. I am an idiot. Should have played the Foundry. Okay. I don't know why I just assumed that was a 3/2. Yee. Left 4 points right there. This guy right here is what I should have played. I should have played the Foundry Chief Inspector. Ooh, I won't make that mistake again. I don't know why I thought he was a 3-powered creature. I guess it is the same clock, because this will be down and it'll be swinging next turn with it, because I'll have to be crewing with this for now on. Like, this will constantly crew. Yeah. I guess it turns out as long as we can keep getting in, but that was 4 points in the air we left behind. And right now he's got Fatal Push up. Ooh, we've got some decisions to make. Depends on what he plays. He's got 7 cards in hand, though. I mean, if he doesn't tap out, I'm not crewing the heart. Like, I just don't want to. Just swing with the Foundry Chief Inspector. Like, if he just passes turn to leave up Fatal Push instead of playing, you know, a 3-mana spell, oh yeah, we are not crewing that heart. We'll make him tap out and we'll play around it. And we'll beat him that way. We can sit back and play the slow game a lot better than he can now that we actually have creatures down. Well, the deck, I think mainly for Keel, has Fatal Push, and if he can't activate Revolt right now, then Fatal Pushing is not really good for the Chief. So I assume he is really debating on whether or not to play a 3-mana spell or to leave up Fatal Push in hopes that I don't have a 3-mana or a 3-powered creature. I guess that if he is trying to play around me and he's looking at the punt I just made, he's assuming that I don't have it. He is. There we go. The 3-mana spell. So we will play the Inspector next turn and crash in for 7. Yikes. Okay. Now we can crew. And just pass the turn back. That was a really good hit for us. And next turn, if we want to play around the Fatal Push, if he doesn't tap out, we're only leaving 1 point of damage behind by not swinging with the Heart of Kieran. Like, it's swinging for 5, but we could just swing with a 2-3 and a 4-3 and still do a lot of damage. If he's got Fatal Push, though, we're probably about to see it, considering he just activated Revolt, or we're going to see a hidden stockpile here. He's got 9 cards in hand. He's got to come off something. Treasure map. Wow, so he's just got a really bad hand. He's got none of his pieces. He's stuck on lands. I mean, granted, we are too, but ooh, he's in a bad spot. Let's see what he throws away. Like, he's got nothing good. Otherwise, he wouldn't have played this. He's digging for help right now, so we will be crewing up the heart again. We will be getting in. I guess I'll play my land now. Most people actually do have most of these constructs. The only one I actually had to pick up when I built the Pia's Revolution construct deck was the Scrapheap Scroungers, but I mean, this is an uncommon. This is another uncommon. You might have hearts laying around if you played with that card. Come on, fella, you got me in my upkeep again. We will crew. I mean, it's only 1 extra point of damage, but considering I've already left points on the board, so we're lethal next turn without having to crew the heart. And if he plays for a blocker, then he's just dead. If he puts a blocker down, he's dead. He needs blocker, fatal push. Oh. Oh. Fine. We were 1 mana short of being able to Inventor's Fair there. He doesn't get to untap. He doesn't have land. Noxious. Fine. We pass. Maybe we'll just burn him to death. Harvester's a really good card right now. I like Harvester, and Harvester's probably easier to crew in this deck. So, nothing wrong with Harvester. Man, if he starts making creatures, he's in so much trouble. Yeah, I think we just got him dead with burn here. Okay, so Ixalan's Binding is our heart. He's just using removal. And we'll pass the turn. We may just kill him with a Walking Ballista this turn. He still has to kill this, or we just kill him with a Walking Ballista. Can life get that sweet? Is he gonna Bantus again? Well, you gotta tap the other black, buddy. Oh. Fatal push. Fine. This is not really necessary, but we are definitely gonna do it. Land off the top, I'll play Noxious. And we'll pass the turn. So killing this just gives us Walking Ballista back. Like, we have so many answers to... Aw. Really? He's gonna gain 2 life. Fine. Hey, Walking Ballista. The deck's like, you're gonna win. I'm gonna give you everything you need. This deck is great. We just keep getting gas off the top. So much, like, just gas. So, in the comments on Dev's deck, they were a lot of people were talking about Vanquisher's Banner. Dev actually was talking about Vanquisher's Banner. So, in Game 3, Match 3, we are going to be running. We are going to be running the what's it called? Vanquisher's Banner. Wow, had to think. But we're going to be running Vanquisher's Banner for constructs in Game 3. We'll probably remove a couple of braids. This is just a really, really good kill spell for us. Finally, he plays something. So we'll let him get his cards. Hopefully he gets another creature. We could just, like, you know, play around, be coy, and things like that. But there's no point. Oh, we don't have an artifact anymore. What have I done? He took my Heart of Kirin. I forgot about that. Vraska. Okay. Okay, Vraska. So let's play this. And We can play a braid at instant speed. I'm not really... I mean, he doesn't have the hidden stockpile yet. If he wants to kill this, he can definitely go for it. We're not in any actual trouble yet, so I'm just gonna like take the 2. We'll wait. Fumigate. Okay. I think we just go ahead and kill this now. Now that we've dealt with that, next turn we'll Vraska's Contempt. Hey, we even get another swamp, so no point in waiting around here. We'll Vraska's Contempt, and then I guess we just pass the turn. Another Vraska. He makes another pirate. And then, okay, fine. If you want it that bad. And we'll pass the turn. Now next turn, maybe we'll get to actually do some damage. Another Vraska? No way. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did he really pull our walking ballista? He did. Okay. That's pretty good for him. Need a cheap artifact off the top. That's not it. Do we cycle that, or we just play the Gearhulk? If we play the Gearhulk, we have to make him spend his... Yep, that's what we're doing. Playing Gearhulk. And then we're actually targeting the walking ballista to make him, you know, put some points into it. Or take the points off of it so that we can't gain life. The reason we have to take it is because next turn it'd be really easy for him to just spin 4, pump it, and then we end up taking, like, killing our Noxious Gearhulk. He's actually got enough mana that he can pump it twice, so we have to deal with it right now. Now that also puts him on having to be able to deal with a Noxious Gearhulk now. Rogue Deck Builder's YouTube channel. I actually like Rogue Deck Builder. He does some really good stuff. And you got worked by the Drakehaven deck? Right, you really need those favorable wins against that. Oh my goodness! I mean, he just has all of the answers here. What's going on? Okay, cheap artifact off the top. Come on. I'd really like a Bomat Courier. We've got to do a lot of damage here. Now our opponent's clock just went into the time there. Oh wow. Okay, so we'll go Construct. And then I'm gonna kill this. I'm not actually worried about the Sun Scourge. And this will do 3 damage to him, hopefully. And then next turn we'll cycle the Canyon Slough. I'm not playing it. We're gonna keep it. Okay, there's our Marionette Master. So he's got one artifact that he can sack. All right, he actually just made blockers. Okay. How do we get through that last bit of damage, especially with... Let's cycle this. Come on. Ooh, that's not bad. We still can't swing. He would put way too much in front of it. We may just be dead here next turn. We may end up just losing to this Marionette Master deck. Like, we were in such a good position early in the game, and then now, wow, like, so much has went wrong for us. Okay. I'll block Marionette Master? Maybe I should have blocked... So he's gonna kill it. Ah, he's gonna cast it out? Wow. Okay. Well, you cast my dude out. Dragon Skull is not what we're looking for. Well, if we would have blocked right there with the Metallic Mimic and he got rid of the Foundry Chief Inspector, it would have just killed the Mimic. Ay, ay, ay. Wow, okay, well. Not great for us here. Don't think we've got a way out of this. Yeah, we're just dead anyway. He just needs one way to sack an artifact. Oh well. It started out strong. It's just that the deck pulled plenty of interaction. I think if he wouldn't have been able to Ixalan's Binding the Heart of Kirin, the game definitely would have been ours. Like, that was definitely the card that turned everything around. Really? That's one way to do it. Congratulations, opponent. Alright. So that was our match 2. Let's get these... what do we got here? We've got some banners for this. What are we taking out for banner here? Let's drop in a Braid. And let's go banner, banner. Without Pia's, this card's really good. Like, it's almost Chandra if we're going to move banner in. I guess we could drop one Foundry Chief. I think we can do that. We'll just do one Foundry Chief. Drop one, or not Foundry Chief, but Foundry Inspector. I mean, it does make everything cost less. But I don't understand its interaction with Walking Ballista. It's not like it'll let you play Walking Ballista for free. I mean, Mimic will, but you need a bunch of Foundry Chief Inspectors to actually be able to go off, or a way to find it quick. Although when we're playing a 5-mana artifact, maybe this is the better artifact. So what else could we take out? What do you guys think? What would you take out? Fatal Push seems kind of meh. But we do have another one in the sideboard. We are trying to be quite aggro, right? Tell you what, we'll take out a Fatal Push. We'll take out one. We've got another in the sideboard. We can always go back to 3 if we need Fatal Push. So, let's run it back like this. So yeah, pretty much everyone just consensus, just take out the makes reasonable to cast a mainboard 5-drop, probably Scrap Trawler. It's super narrow. Actually, Scrap Trawler is extremely powerful crew fix. Like, he's probably one of the most powerful cards in the deck, and I'm actually wondering why we didn't have more of it. Scrap Trawler alone, you play it, they have to exile it. I mean, if they just kill it, you get a Walking Ballista back, or a Mimic back, or, you know, something like that, and that's pretty good. Like, that's pretty good, man. Oh, wow. Isaac Hilsland. I guess that's how I would say it. Welcome to the stream, Isaac. Well, we do not have an opponent. What's up with the opponents? I guess we... Whoa, go back, somebody was there. Monkey won. We have an opponent, here we go. What deck do I find the most fun to play? Well, personally, I think my personality, I am somewhere between a Spike and a Johnny. And I find the most fun out of... We're going to mulligan this, even though it's, like, beautiful. Oh. The triple Bomat. We can't even play that. The most fun that I'm having right now is probably Grixis midrange. I really like when I feel wow, really deck. I should have kept the 3 Bomats and 1 Dragon Skull Summit. Why? I really should have kept it. It's just I couldn't start out. Went to 3. Oh, this is just brutal. Brutality. Maybe we get to put a couple cards under this. Somehow I doubt it. Feels bad, man. Hashtag feels bad, man. Did you ever play World of Warcraft? Watch a streamer named Korik? I think it was Korok. I forget it, but he always said feels bad, man. Feels bad. This may be just like open season on Bomat now that I tap. No, he's going to open season on the Inspector. That might be really good for us. If we top deck a land, I am so swinging and killing and all that other good stuff. He did it once. If he values the Inspector, wow, he really values that Foundry Chief Inspector. That's go Bomat, go Bomat. You can get us there, little buddy. It was a nice try, buddy. Bye, Bomat. We're gonna cycle this. I'm gonna do a main phase. Wow. All right. So next turn we have to draw land, or sorry, artifact, and then the turn after that we have to draw nothing. We just need artifact next turn because we have to play it next turn because we need the mana to cast it the turn after that. Ooh, didn't happen. So now our outs are Bomat. We've got to get ahead of this Chandra. We really need a Bomat. Well, he won't be casting that. The Chandra, just getting rid of the Bomat when we had the cards under it was just so bad for us. Come on, give us a Bomat. Bomat would be so good off the top right now. I'm thinking we're probably out of this. Yep, that costs too much mana. We'll never catch up with the Chandra now. Whirler. So his deck, I'm pretty sure, wins board stalls. Yeah. 16 energy right now. Oh, the power of the Teamer energy deck. There's a Chief. Let's make him do it now. Yeah, this is... Yeah, we'll redirect. He didn't make any Thopters. He got... I mean, this is over anyway. He doesn't need to make Thopters. He +1 swings. We're dead. We're dead on board. Alright, Teamer energy. Gotta get in the air. Gotta be able to deal with Chandra. Actually, Fatal Push is worse here than a Braid. What are we taking out? What are we taking out? Scrappy? Is it Scrappy? We're on the play. I don't want to take out Bomat. Maybe Chandra. It might be Scrappy. The recursion from Scrap Trawler is going to be really, really important. Really? All of the Abrades? Okay. We got to get rid of 6 cards. We need everything that's going to be value. So I really think the Vanquisher banner is going to be good. Maybe we... Yeah, we've got to have at least a couple Harvesters. I'll take one out. I don't think we can afford to play the fair game, but I also don't think we're going to get any synergy. I think we're coming out on these and 1 scrap. Although if we're taking that many constructs out, then banner becomes a lot worse. Really need this Harvester though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, we've taken out a lot of constructs. Do we need Pia's, or Pia Nalar? Yeah, that's an extra body. I don't think he has anything I just have to be able to kill with this. And we're looking for the quick start. I'm going to take out 1 Vraska's Contempt. We're going to run it like that. If they do sign in their Planeswalkers, it just depends if they're running like a Yuya Watanabe list or what are they running. This is a really slow hand, but it's keepable, so we are going to keep it. It really just depends on what he comes out with. If he comes out with a turn 2, we do get to kill it, even if it's a cub. Well, Noxious is good, but most of the time the best thing you're going to be able to kill with a Noxious is maybe a tap-down Glorybringer, or which is pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong, killing a Glorybringer is really nice, but maybe a tap down Glorybringer, but more times than not, just a Rogue Refiner for 2 damage. So, you know, 6 mana for a 5/4, and then you kill their Rogue Refiner. It's not bad, but I'm more worried about Hydra here. So you think that, like, if Teamer starts out too slow, that the Noxious would just, you know, crush him? It's not a bad thought. I mean, it does have Menace, and it's a 5/4. I just always think about Teamer as having Abrades, and letting them spend 2 mana to kill my 6 mana is just never where I want to be. It might be relevant, but again, I only think we're going to be killing a Rogue Refiner with it, which is only 2 life. At that point, it's, I don't know, maybe there's a really good argument for Noxious. We don't have anything this turn, so we're just going to play this and pass the turn. Now next turn we get to Pia Noir. This is true. Like, Menace is really good against walkers. I didn't think about that, because, like, if we're, let's say we're in an even board state, they play Vraska, you know, and make a blocker, or even if they have a single blocker, you play the Noxious, you kill one dude, that's, you know, that's okay. But again, if that doesn't work, because they play Vraska and they just kill your Noxious by the time Noxious gets to swing. I don't know how that would line up. I know how we line this up. We just kill this. We know that's how we're spending that mana. Bomat. Wow, I really want to get Bomat in ASAP, but it doesn't look like we're going to get there this turn. We'll just drop the Scavenger Grounds. Play Pia. And then next turn we'll play Chief and Bomat. If you waste any removal here on Pia, then, you know, we're good with that. Okay, so he attunes. We've already seen that. And he played it. Is he hurting on land? So did we do good by killing the... Sweet, so he wasted removal on Pia. And... well, that gets nice. That'll be really nice. And then we just get to Bomat and swing. I like it. So we'll just Bomat and pass the turn. Next turn, we've got some pretty good sized boys here. Okay. Oh, nice. However, I'm just going to play this and swing anyway. This is gonna definitely, I don't think we swing with Bomat here, though. Do we? Do we just swing with Bomat anyway, so that we get the extra 3 points of damage in, or... Nah, we don't swing with Bomat. I can't trade off 2 great kill spells. It does. The deck is extremely good in a fair fight. It's just... There's a couple... Wow. Okay, well, we'll definitely put him on making those now. So we kill that, like, ASAP, right? I don't think I'm in a position to cycle yet, so we're just going to go ahead and play that. I wouldn't mind having the second red source and the second black. So we will go ahead and... Yeah, we'll abrade this. We'll see what he makes. I mean, he can make 5 Thopters, so I assume we're going to see some Thopters. Yay. Well, I still think we get in with the Inspectors and the Thopter. He's got to put a lot in front of one of these to kill it. If he puts a Rogue Refiner and a Thopter in front of one, I'm okay with that. Now, is he going to put all of the rest of the... Yeah, this is fine. He still takes quite a bit of damage. And just depending on how things go this coming turn, we should be able to... Coup? Whatever. Fine. There's no way he attacks. Dragon Skull Summit, well, we'll play that. And... swing with everything? Yeah. This way we can kill a Thopter at least. I mean, that does leave us without an artifact, but... well, that was a snap block. And we will kill that. We'll sacrifice this. A banner? That's not horrible. We already played our land for the turn, so we're really looking at just drawing a construct next turn would be great. Bomat Courier would be awesome. Or not Bomat, but what's it called? Walking Ballista. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'd have 7. We could play. Just any 2-drop would be good. I guess this is not horrible. What? Supreme Will? Ay. Alright. That's what we needed to come out of this. Come on, Teamer. Ay. Alright. This is what Teamer does, guys. I mean, it's what Teamer does. Okay. So let's cycle. Harvester. Okay. That's a card. And what does he got? Got a counter for my Harvester. We're taking 5, 6, 7, 8 next turn. Alright. Yikes. Oh my. Teamer with just everything. Look at that Glorybringer. Did I say 8? Oh, my bad. I meant 12. We're at 3 now. Wow. Hey, look. We got another Harvester. Yay. Woo. Just... hey, we came out fairly well. We were putting a lot of stuff down. And then the power of attune. By the way, remember, he was having to attune for his lands. He was stuck without land. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I can really say anything about the Vanquisher's Banner. I didn't really get a chance to play with it enough. Oh, wow. How did Nightbot not get that? Jonathan, sorry. Anyway, yeah, it was painful. Yeah. Like, that's just what Teamer does, man. Like, I don't know. I mean, the decks get upset, but wow, I mean, you just have to have everything to do it. So let's do our wrap up real quick here. Overall, I think the deck's a tremendous amount of fun. It's exactly what we were looking for when everyone was asking for, you know, constructs. So I like the idea so much that I'm going to be working on my Pia's Revolution construct deck. I normally have it laying around here. I guess I took it out. Either way, it's in my folder. I can bring it back. But anyway, I'll be playing with my Pia's Revolution. But the next deck that I have for you guys, and I know you want to see it, is my Modo Reanimator or Modo Gear Hulks. If you like Dev, and this was one of the first Dev decks that I started reworking or whatever. He made this a long time ago, and I'm definitely going to be trying to tweak it out a little bit. There's some numbers we've got to get right on it, and it doesn't have any removal in it. It's all about just, you know, getting your creatures down. Main board, it actually does have a little bit more removal than it looks like, with Cataclysmic Gear Hulk, Noxious Gear Hulk, Angel of Sanctions. It just doesn't have any early interaction. It's more like durdle, discard a bunch of stuff, play a little bit of ramp or something. But this card's great with Liliana. I started playing this card with Liliana, and what's bad about this? Please look at my... If anyone would like us, like anyone in the community to look at your decks, go to our subreddit, and here, I'll go ahead and post that for you guys here. We've got, thank you, Nightbot. And anyway, you can go to our subreddit, post your video, or post your videos, post anything you've got about Magic, as long as it's about Magic. That's the real only criteria. Don't, you know, don't offend people, but anything you want to post about Magic there, if you've got decks, go ahead and post those. People can upvote those, and, you know, we'll be able to, you know, go in and look at them. The decks that get the most likes, the decks that seem like they get the most attention from the community, will be the decks that we play on stream. I don't have a set day for when we'll be playing subscriber submitted decks, but we will be playing subscriber submitted decks at least once a week. Probably going to be like a Saturday or Sunday kind of thing, you know, on the weekend. So that's what I've got for you today. I had a lot of fun playing the Devs deck today. I don't really know if I would say any kind of upgrades, as the deck is in the category of jank, even though it is built to be as competitive as possible with, you know, extremely powerful cards in it. And the deck's actually made up of a bunch of extremely powerful cards and has a good chance at doing well. Like, we kept coming out extremely strong. I personally think that if you're going to stick some money in the deck, Hazard it. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, drop something else, throw 4 hazards in this bad boy and roll with it. I think that's where this deck needs to be with the Construct Tribal. Constructs and Hazard. You can dump your hand so fast with the Construct's energies. I really think Hazard would be beneficial here. So, that's the show for tonight. Had a lot of fun. I hope you had fun. Guys, we'll see you next time. And it'll either be Modo Gear Hulks or Pia's Revolution. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Bye.